A few weeks ago I put a video out that said the new 992 Gen 2 base model Carrera was the best 911 you could buy for £100,000. Now what if your car doesn't need to be new? Well, you could buy one of these. This is the 992 Gen 1 911 GTS, and it's a bit of a beast. Let's have a look around it. As you can see, this particular car has the optional factory aero kit on it, which really makes it look properly aggressive from the back. That big wing really is, well, it's very noticeable, isn't it? And I love this colour. This, by the way, is gentian blue. Absolutely gorgeous colour in the sunlight. Looks incredible and actually completely transforms the look of the car, I think. You see these in blacks and greys and they look a bit meh. But this, in this colour, absolute peach. So you always hear people say the 911 GTS is the pick of the range out of all of the others available. Why is that? Well, a lot of it is to do with the fact that you get a lot of equipment that you want as standard, like the sports design kit. This, like I mentioned, has the aero kit, which is extra on top of a normal GTS. You also get sports exhaust, which has been tuned specifically for the GTS, so it has a unique sound to it that no other 911 has. You also get those gorgeous center locking wheels, which are just amazing, proper race car looking stuff. I mean, I actually think if you are fairly uneducated in the Porsche lineup, you might confuse this from certain angles as a GT3, especially when it's just flying past you. So is this a cut price GT3? Maybe. I mean, let's take it for a drive and find out what it's like. Whilst it just does its warm-up routine, let's have a look at the dash. Well, the dash is different to the brand new model because you get a lovely, great big analog rev meter in the middle, which I think a lot of people are going to prefer to the brand new one, which is all digital. The new one does look nice, don't get me wrong, but there's just something special about having one big analog dial right in the middle. Everything else in here remains fairly unchanged from the brand new car. There's nothing that noticeable, to be honest. I like that we've got in this particular car, I like that the chrono clock matches with the rev counter in the middle in the terms of colour, which is the same colour as what's on the seats here, which is crayon. Right, so let's get the exhaust button on. Quite a noticeable change opening the valves there with the exhaust tone. And off we go for a little drive, shall we? Immediate is the first word that comes to mind. The way everything picks up in this car, I think because it's a lightweight car, around 1500 kilos, which is lightweight in today's modern car world, everything feels so responsive. Now, I'm going down a very bumpy road here, and this is a good time to point out that the GTS also comes with a significant suspension improvement over the standard Carrera models. You get PASM, you get a 10mm drop and different suspension software, as well as slightly different springs on the rear. It basically trying to make it a little bit more sports car, race car inspired, but still retaining the everyday usability. You can have sport damping or comfort damping, a flick of a switch there. But to be honest, in comfort mode, it's not uncomfortable at all. So the suspension, making the suspension a sport suspension, if you like, has not ruined the ride at all. I should also point out this is the two-wheel drive variant, which is considerably more fun than the four-wheel drive variant. Considerably more. So if you're Actually, if you're buying any 911, just get the two-wheel drive one. It's so much nicer, lighter, snappier, more responsive. Plus, you can just feel a tiny little bit of movement at the rear before the electronics come in and sort it all out for you. And it makes for a more joyful driving experience. That's the whole point in driving a sports car, right? Because you want to feel like you're driving a sports car. Let's put the window down and have a bit of, see if we can get a bit more engine noise. I'm going to put it in manual and I'm going to put it in sport mode. You can have sports plus, individual, wet and normal. Drop it down a couple. It sounds really good. Wow! Yeah, that. Put the window back up so you can hear me. That has got a really different tone to a Carrera. Really, really different. It's got more of a bark to it. It's, dare I say it, it's got a slight bit of GT3 to it. Turbos you can hear. Oh yes, it's got the old turbo whistle. You probably won't be able to hear it, but you know when you come on to boost and then you let off halfway through it building and it goes pew, like an old Subaru or something. Oh, I love this. It's got a crackle to the exhaust as well on the overrun. So it seems like an appropriate time to talk about power, because power is also up. Not just handling, you get more power in the GTS as well. 30 more than the Carrera S gives you, which is now up to 473 horsepower. Which is more than enough in a car that weighs this amount. This is a quick car. Make no mistake. I think this on a country drive, Sunday blast on quiet roads would be superb. Yeah, really, really special bit of kit. So is this the pick of the range, the old cliche for the GTS? Well, yeah, it is. You start going above this in the range and you're into turbo, GT3, GT3 RS kind of bracket. Those cars are, well, the GT3 and GT3 RS are very much built for the racetrack. You drive them on the road, they're not comfortable to drive every day. The turbo is comfortable to drive every day, but you've almost got too much power in the turbo that it's just like, it's kind of a waste, because I can't use all the power in this, not by a long shot. So if I had 200 horsepower more, what are you doing with it, honestly, on a day-to-day? As a daily car, you know, if you're doing drag races every day, then that's a different story, but I don't think anyone is. So, should you buy this car over a brand new 992 Gen 2 Carrera base model? Well, yes, for many, many reasons. One, this, as I say, comes with all the options that you kind of want. Not all the options, but a lot of the options that you kind of want as standard, as part of the GTS package. The suspension's better, there's quite a lot more power than the base model car as well. The badge itself holds quite a lot of weight. In fact, the residuals of the GTS model are so much better than the standard base car that in many ways, if you're financing it, it makes better sense to go for the better car in the range, if you like, because the residual values will be so much stronger. Ultimately, you're going to be getting a much better car in the GTS, even though it's the pre-facelift model of the 992, than you are by buying a brand new car. One, someone's already lost the depreciation for you, which is nice of them, and it's only 2 years old. I mean, this car's only done 6,000 miles. It's as new. So there's not really that many differences between the .2 and .1 of the 992 that make any sense whatsoever. If it was me, if it was my money, I would certainly be buying a used GTS over a new Carrera. I think this is the best 911 you can buy with circa £100,000 today. This is it. So if you like the 911 content, there's quite a lot coming up on my channel actually, because one, I have bought a 911 and it's well, I won't tell you what it is, but it's old and it's got a turbo, so tune in to find out what that is. And also I've taken out the 992 turbo and put it against a car that you wouldn't expect me to put it against, the Ferrari 812 GTS. Yeah, a couple of powerful convertibles. So subscribe and yeah, hit the bell and you'll see when I upload those over the next couple of weeks. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.